God for her every day, and teach them to stand when they strike up the band and the Star-Spangled Banner starts to play. In the blood that sweet word lives deep, make sure they know that I'm free.
Understanding. Let's talk about $1 trillion for a minute, because this healthcare bill, if they get $1 trillion over the next 8 years. How much is $1 trillion? Well, let's think about it in seconds. 1,000,000 seconds is 11.5 days. 1 billion seconds is 32.5 years. I was one of the organizers of the Atlanta Tea Party, the tax-free Tea Party. How many of you came down for that? We had about 15,000 to 20,000 for bad. It was on the cover of Time magazine. If you remember that, it was a big glacier and, global cooling. So anyway, nonsense. It's just another way for them to get government control of our money. Please sign our petition today, because on this, and they need to be able to tell their fellow senators how many thousands of petitions came from Georgia against this and from all over the country. So please sign that petition today if you haven't already. Excel, and that was rewarded. Now all of a sudden, who's the bad guy? People who are wealthy. Don't worry, we're only going to tax the wealthy. Like they're the enemy of our country. How many of you ever got a job from a poor man?
Coming to the Next Step training next Tuesday night, it is critical, I'll stand up here, it's critical that we all understand the difference between an angry mob, which we are not, and I know we all understand this already, but between an angry mob and, as Virginia said, an educated army that is ready to move forth. Because there are a lot of folks in Congress, I've said this many times before, said it filling in for Martha Zoller yesterday. There are a lot of folks in Congress who were there on 9/12 that watched the crowds that were standing out on the National Mall, and they were thinking to themselves, this is an enormous crowd. Don't let them fool you.
Illegal immigration issue on another front. Back in 2005, I was chairman of the Health Subcommittee of the Energy and Commerce Committee. We were looking at reforming Medicaid. The governors had come to us on a bipartisan basis saying, if you don't reform Medicaid, you're going to bankrupt every state in this country. We made some changes. One of those changes was for the first time to require that if you're going to enroll in our state Medicaid programs, you must be able to answer the question, are you a citizen, and answer it with backup information. In the past, prior to that time, 46 states and the District of Columbia, if you went in to apply for Medicaid, you were asked, are you a citizen? And your response was yes, see, we, anything in the affirmative, we said, we'll take your word for it. No verification required. We changed the law in 2005 to require that you produce documentation. Now, they have watered that down in the last S-chip reauthorization. They watered it down. This health care bill substitutes to say that if you've got a Social Security number and a name on a Social Security card, that's all the verification. How many folks do you think out there walking around with your Social Security card right now? I guarantee you there are a lot of them. Social Security has even told Congress we can't verify a Social Security number is not being used by multiple individuals. And in fact, they know that it is happening. We're going to have more and more complications. If you think identity theft is a problem now, just wait till this bill goes into place where they can use a Social Security number to get entry into our health care system without any question. Talk about a magnet. That's going to be another magnet. Thank you.